Good morning. I am about to take on quite a project here. I don't know if I did show at some point what I had done with my countertops when I moved in here. They were all scratched up, like whoever lived here never used a cutting board, and they look like absolute trash. So I covered them with contact paper that looked like marble, and it looked really good for like 2 years. And then just, moving the microwave back and forth over here wrecked it. And I accidentally set a hot pan on it over here, and that wrecked it. And I actually patched it, but then where the cracks were and whatever, it looked like absolute crap by now. At least I noticed. Like, you couldn't probably, average Joe walked in the room wouldn't probably notice, but I noticed. And since it's my kitchen, I want it to look nice. So I decided to, breakfast is ready. I'm gonna do one of these. I ordered it off Amazon. It's supposed to make it look like granite countertop. It's a few steps. It ended up being a few more steps than I thought it was going to be, because I had to peel off all of that contact paper first, and peeling it off was hard enough. It was really super freaking sticky. So, I mean, it did a good job, but it just, like, it wasn't a perfect science. So I peeled it all off, and everything was still sticky and tacky, and like, it was a nightmare. I had to use Goo Gone and like one of those steel wool thingies to like get all the Goo Gone off, and then I had to go over it all with soap and water to get to make sure all the Goo Gone was off. So that was fun. Then I had to go around and tape all of the surfaces, everything that, all the way around where it's gonna go. And then, so here's all the steps. This is what I have to do: paint it black. And then these three in the middle are, you take a sponge, this little spongy thing, you cut that into 4 pieces, and then you just like, sponge on to make it look like the granite, and then you put this like sparkly top coat over the top of it. So I think the hardest part of this next step is that it said 8 hours for the black part to dry first before you can do the rest of it. So keeping Daisy from jumping up and making permanent paw prints in it is going to be a challenge. So I'm gonna put a fan on it. Hopefully that will help it dry faster. And she doesn't like it if you blow at her. Like, if I'm eating and she's trying to get in my food, I just go and she goes away. So hopefully that will deter her from jumping up on the countertop. I don't have any plans to go anywhere today, so I can babysit. But yeah, so that's that. So when I have the next step, that first step done, I will check back in and show you where I'm at. Step 1 is complete. Look at that. It is so black. And it was really super freaking easy. And now I just have to wait 8 hours for it to dry. Where are you going? Did you have something to say? Want to say hi? Kahlua? No? Okay, so here are the 3 different things that get sponged on to make it look like granite, and I am gonna go ahead and do that. I'll do a little bit and then show what it looks like. Okay, here's the start. It looks a little weird. I'm a little bit leery of it. I think I did it a little bit too dark where I started over here. So I'm trying to kind of just blend it out a little bit, but I think I just went a little bit nuts with it. In some places I can definitely see like there's too much black right there. And then it said to use the gold sparingly, or copper or whatever that is, bronze. And I went a little bit heavy with it, so it's just kind of a learning curve. I just have to figure it out as I go, I guess. Okay, I think it's better now. So there's, you cut this stupid big ball of a sponge into 4 pieces, and one is for each of the 3 colors, and then the 4th one I'm just using it to like blend, to just kind of go back over and blend it up better. And I think that's making a big difference. So I'm gonna keep working at it. I'll be back. Ooh, whoops. Progress. It's looking better. It's getting there. Okay, I don't know. I mean, I don't hate it. Actually, I kind of like it, but I don't know if I would say it looks like granite. It certainly doesn't look like it did on the box. Let's revisit that, shall we? Well, for one thing, this isn't the same focus. That's not the same kit or whatever. I mean, that one didn't have copper in it, and this does. So it's still getting another top coat that has glittery stuff in it as well. So this is not the finished product of how it's going to look. But I mean, honestly, and I can still touch it up. You can, it says even after it's dry, you can continue to touch it up. So if I look at it too long somewhere and see that, you know, it's not perfect in some place, I can go back and touch it up. So, well, at least I can before I put the top coat on. But this has to dry for 4 hours, and then I will do that. Okay, it's the next morning. I was not happy with how it came out yesterday. It looked like it was too sparse. So I whipped everything open again this morning and went back over it, and it still doesn't really look like granite to me. I don't know if I just did it wrong or if this is just what it looks like, but I gotta say, I mean, I don't hate it. It looks artistic, if nothing else. What are you doing up there? Daisy? Daisy? Oh, yeah, you're so cute, aren't you? You gotta get down, Bubba. Get down. Okay, so here's what it looks like now. It is, you know, like it's just more coverage. And again, there does need to still be a top coat going over it. Didn't I just tell you to get off get off there? You're not supposed to be up here. Get down. This goes over the top, and it's glittery, so I'm assuming that will add some, you know, another layer of depth to it, and it will also make it reflective. Like, it looks less dark in here now. It, you know, when I first painted it black, it just literally sucked all the light out of the room. It looks better now that it has this reflective silver and gold paint on it, and certainly after the glittery top coat, it should look better. So at any rate, it definitely looks better than it did with peeling up, scratched up contact paper on it, or scratched up countertop that looked like absolute hell. So now it just has to dry for 4 hours, which it'll have more than that because I'm gonna go to the cat shelter this morning, and I'll be home this afternoon, and then I can put the clear on it and make sure that it doesn't end up with little baby paw prints all over it. And then I'll be back to show you the final result. Okay, here's the sparkly stuff that goes on top, and it's on, and you might notice it looks a little bit bluish. It doesn't really so much on camera. Well, kind of it does, but I read in the instructions that that's normal and it will dry clear. And actually I already know this because I did the backsplash with a sponge brush because it's too hard to get back there with the roller, and it already came out. It's, you know, shiny. It's good. I have a lot of cleanup to do here from the paint, I peeled the tape off of that area because it was done. So that's pretty much it. I'll show you one more time when it's all dry and its tape is gone and it's done. Okay, here is my final result. I have taken off the blue tape and it's still curing. Like, I can't put stuff on it yet, but it's not blue anymore. This is what it's looking like as a final product. You can see it's shiny now, it's reflective. It looks brighter in here than it did before the soul-sucking black flat primer was on there. This side still has some of it, like, it has 90-degree angle cracks on this side, whereas everywhere else it has rounded. So it kind of settled in there, and it'll take a little longer to dry, and obviously I need to clean this wall, but that can wait for another day. So that's it. I'm pretty happy with it, I guess. I wouldn't say it looks like granite, but it looks way better than how it did. You, ma'am, need to get down.